Welcome back. I am very excited. I know I'm normally excitable, but even more so today because I know what this means for my industry. Next week, Cape Town becomes a meeting place for Africa's film, TV, animation, fashion, music, and entertainment, our creative communities. Why? Because Fame Week Africa runs a packed and a stacked conference and events program from the 1st to the 3rd of September, followed by the Fame Shorts Film Festival from the 4th to the 6th of September. This is where you are discovered. This year adds a strong global exchange with Atlanta, the USA, as the featured destination. Absolutely awesome, alongside some conversations about IP, vitally important ones, finance, formats, and that crossover between screen, fashion, music, those creative spaces. And of course, Women's Month programming puts women creators, the executives, those that are pulling the strings firmly in the spotlight. And with us are Martin Hiller and Lorato Bokako to unpack what matters for creators, for audiences, and I think most importantly for first-time attendees, because all are welcome. Sure, we might be saving our industry with this one, guys. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I love this, and because I do understand, and we get to meet, obviously, a lot of the filmmakers through their journey, and this is where they get discovered, and it's often in the shorts, but this is about the bigger picture. For those that aren't aware of what Fame Week actually is all about, can you sum it up for us? Because I know there's a lot going on.
There is a lot, and I don't know if we've got the whole morning to talk about Fame Week.
Let's push our luck. Let's go for it.
Yeah, so I mean, I think for us, Fame Week was born out of the need to create a platform for the cultural and creative industries.
Brilliant.
And we have various shows that fall part of Fame Week, and they focus on film, television, and animation, music, and fashion. And we basically seem to show how all of those different industries within the cultural and creative sector actually talk to one another. You can't have music without fashion. You can't have film and television without music.
Without the score.
So they all really talk to one another, and it's about creating that platform where our creatives are able to not only showcase the work that they're doing, but also be able to connect with like-minded people, and more importantly, be able to sign deals.
Oh, yes.
I mean, you know, we've got quite a lot of networks that are coming, that are listening to the pitches from the creatives. We have fashion buyers coming to look at what's happening from an African design perspective. And then if we look at music as well, the music publishers are there to showcase their catalogs. So there is a lot about that.
It's commercial.
Happening.
It's a commercial space.
And yeah, we are giving the platform to do business for the cultural industry. When you actually think, and I think it's a bit of a downside where people think, oh, creatives, but we actually are a massive contributor to GDP, and that is why a platform like Fame Week Africa exists.
You are Cape Town's GDP.
Yeah, we are indeed. And I think for us, it's definitely that whole thing of, you know, here's your platform, showcase the best of what you're doing, and sign those deals, and be proud of who we are. Like, we're creative, and, you know, I feel we're the heartbeat of the economy.
No, completely. And it's a pivot point as well that allows people to shift very quickly in quite a dynamic industry. So much so that the shorts often don't even get noticed because it's so dynamic as a platform. And this is where all of my great filmmaker friends were discovered. We understand that they've always been important, but it kind of feels like now the notions, the social commentary, the ideas, the young people represented within short films mean more now. From your perspective, why is this going to be, I think, the most exciting frontier in this beautiful space?
Well, I think short films are such a great way for early career filmmakers to get into the space. A lot of short films are proof of concept. They also can be calling cards, an opportunity for directors, actors, writers to show what they can do. And basically, we provide the platform for them to do that and for audiences to maybe discover your next favorite filmmaker to come out.
And I kind of feel like there's a novelty around South African creatives at the moment. Music feeds into fashion, fashion feeds into house music, feeds into video, feeds into content creation. There's a lot going on in that space. But what I like the most about this, when we talk about that Atlanta delegation and the commercial opportunities, this is a strategic network and a link there that is amazing. What are the biggest opportunities, do you think?
Yeah, so during this partnership with the city of Atlanta, one of the things that struck me the most is when you think America, you think it's LA, Hollywood. In fact, Atlanta has overpassed it.
Wow.
And they are the gateway of the film industry to America. And that's one of the things that will be discussed as well.
That's brilliant.
And for us, it was such an amazing opportunity to be able to bring some of the big prayers from the city of Atlanta to South Africa, to Fame Week Africa, to be able to talk about the success and how they've turned City of Atlanta into the gateway. And, you know, for us as well, South Africa is the gateway into Africa. So the partnership between the two is actually really, really amazing. And we've got various people coming from Tyler Perry Studios.
I was going to ask, because Tyler Perry has been a big part of why there's been that
100%.
mushroom, and very much a representative industry, which I love as well. In front and behind the scenes, I've got to ask you both very quickly, how do we engage? How do we get involved? How do we make the most out of this opportunity?
Well, at every screening, we'll be having Q&As with the filmmakers. So there's an opportunity for audience members to speak directly to the filmmakers there. They also will, of course, be in attendance, so you can also speak to them privately after the screenings. A lot of our attendees are also filmmakers trying to break into the industry. So it's also a really lovely networking opportunity.
Go and sell. And I think we're in a great position to sell as South African creatives. Don't go to Hollywood and compete against 600 other, 1,000 other filmmakers. Stay in South Africa and compete against 10 who you've grown up with, who you can support, who you can create a company with and build a strategic network. Fame Week is combining a lot of threads, but this Atlanta, South Africa connection is an opportunity unlike any other. So I'm going to send them to our social media team to have a little bit of a chat as well, give all of those details. Please, if you want to connect, if you want to make the most out of Fame Week, stay connected to our socials and we'll give you all the info you need.